So, may gabi ma'am. So, nadami karon diri para mag-interview sa imo about grammar teaching po. Nako dahil si Mark Lawrence Lawangon Oliver ma'am og currently studying at St. Francis Xavier College po. Yes po. And kamo
Name.
what is your name po ma'am?
Okay. Yes, hello, good evening. I am Nika Guzman, teacher 1 from Bayugan Tres National High School with 1 year experience in teaching in public school and 1 year in private school. Yes. Major in English.
Sige po, mag-start na po ko ma'am og ask og question. Okay po. First question po ma'am is, what specific teaching strategies, activities, or techniques do you use to make grammar lessons easier to understand and less boring?
Sige, teaching strategies. Senior high school man gud ko. So, sa senior high school, dili na kay gina-emphasize ang grammar. Pero, when I was teaching grade 8, namagid ang grammar. So, ang ginabuhat is, I go with the examples first before the concept. Mura siya implicit teaching. Kay, ang mga students, familiar sila sa examples, pero wala sila kabalo unsay tawag ani. For example, examples of noun. So, what do you see around you? I see a tree, I see a stone, I see a chair, and then from that, ingon na ko. So, what you call these are nouns. What is a noun? A noun is a name of a thing, a name of a person. So meaning, I start with a common knowledge, a common ground. So I think kana ang pinaka-kuan. As to para ma-avoid ang pagka-boring, depende siya sa topic o sa himo nimo siya gamified lesson, meaning ang lessons nimo pwede ka mag-integrate og mga games na related sa imong lesson dapat.
So, another question po, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So, another question po is, how do you connect your grammar lessons to real life situations, daily conversation, or student interest so they can see its value po?
Nada ko na hunaan kay since advisor ko sa ALS. Kani mga ALS, they are 18 years old above, they are mothers, fathers, working, and gina-make sure na ko nga relevant gyud sa ilaha ang mga lessons, ma-apply nila. So since kay gi-interview na ko sila, ano silang goal nga nung nag-ALS sila para makakita og work, para maka-proceed sa higher education. So ako silang gina-contextualize na ko ang lesson. For example, conversation, how to converse in English. So, syempre na, may integration sa grammar, ana. So, pag na mga activities, iset na ko nga taraw na ay nag-interview sa inyo. How will you respond to them in English with the correct grammar? So, with that, ma-feel nila ba nga, ay, relevant ni sa ako. Kaya bisan pagka naman nga, I am 18 years old, I live in. That's grammar, that's conversational, and that's basic nga kinahanglan yung buhaton, especially when kanang applying. Kana.
Thank you, ma'am. So, another po is, how do you help your students who have different levels of understanding, some fast learner and some who are left behind?
Left behind. Sige. Naman tayo ginatawag nga differentiated instruction. So, meaning, same topic but different ways of teaching it. Although, di man siya ingon na sa discussion, kinahanglan i-simplify gid nimo. Nya kung maghatag kag activities, i-vary nimo ang level of difficulty or i-vary nimo activities depende sa ilang interest. Dili man ta moingon na slow learner wala na siya hobbies, wala na siya interest. Slow learner siya pero into music siya. So pwede nimo nga ang imong activity is about or related to music. Siya kay hilig siya og kanang basketball, so pwede nimo i-relate sa ilaha. For example, I'm nag-teach ko og TVL sa karon. When I make activities, varied kay ang TVL jud, so gina-make sure na ko nga makarelate sila. For example, usa nga mga tools ang ilang ginagamit, that's noun already. How will they describe their experience? Or describe their experience, adjective na. So, kana. Tama ba? Natulog ba na ako?
Yes.
Sige.
Thank you po. And another question po is,
Anong part ka na? Or hanggang?
another question po is, do you use examples like songs, stories, games, or technologies in teaching grammar? Which of these works best to your students?
Yes, I do use games, songs. Mao na itong ginatawag sa English teaching as springboard. Ang kanang mga stories, poems, songs, ana. Some example sa mga songs. So far, siguro nakagamit kog song rare kayo mostly kay through games. And makita jud na ko nga ang mga bata every time na musulod ka, dili predictable ang imuhang teaching ba. Every time you enter the classroom, they have something to look forward to because you offer many strategies, excite sila. Sapat kong follow up ana.
Which of these works best in your students?
Okay. I think games, no? Kaya ang mga bata is very kuan sila kanang ang technology. Pero sa technology man god na yung mga bata nga kanang economically challenged. Naagi mga bata nga walay cellphone even senior high school. So go gid ko sa games kay mabibugid siya. At the same time, maka-learn sila. Yes, kato.
Thank you, Ate.
Thank you po. And another po is,
Number.
number 5. So, how do you correct grammar mistakes in a way that does not embarrass or discourage the students?
And, of course, you do not need to say you're wrong or incorrect. Instead, pwede nimo siya i-paraphrase. Do you mean this? Do you mean, or did you say, mura i-repeat nimo ang iyang kuan ba? Ang iyang gisulti pero corrected na. Tapos, or dili pud ka ako dili ko hilig. Do you think she is correct? Yung mga na din ang classmates. No. Di ba lain pud siya kay mura ma-feel na sa nag-answer ko ay akong classmates gi-judge ko. So imuha jud dapat feedback kana.
Wait lang, number 5 dito ba? Wait lang. Okay na, 5 na yan.